Hey everybody, thank you for joining in tonight. Tonight we're going to take a look at the IPV400 200 watt box mod that I got in from healthcabin.net. You can find healthcabin.net on the web at www.healthcabin.net. I'll leave their link down below. James over there contacted me and sent this over to me. This actually came directly, if you watched my first video when I did the box opening, this came right from Pioneer4You. IPV technology. They sent this over, but like I said, healthcabin.net has it over there on pre-sale right now for $62.90, and if you use code TOM10, just like it says right there, you'll get 10% off, and everything on anything you buy in over $25 you get free shipping also. So I would definitely go check it out. Maybe not 25, I think it might be 29. Let's figure about $30, but you're going to have that covered if you get this here. So if you go over and take a look at it and it's something that you want, it's the $65.90. You get that 10% off with using code TOM10, just like it says right there. You go and do that, you're going to bring it down to around 58 bucks. Then you're going to get the free shipping, and they're very quick. Like I said, everything I've always ordered for them, I've gotten it within a week's time. They've been very prompt on all their shipping from them. They're very, very prompt on all that. They got great customer service. And again, like I said, this was sent over to me for review, so this is not going to change my opinion whatsoever of this. So before I start gushing about all this and what I like about it and what I don't like about it, go grab a vape and a drink and meet me down below. Alright, so here we are down below here, and this is the way it comes in here. It says that it's the IPV400, and here's what the device looks like on the outside, kind of similar to the 213. On this side it has the Pioneer4You logo. On this side it tells you that the colors it comes in blue, black, and purple. This one is the black one here, and then it has all your China export, please recycle, must be 18, don't vape in a dumpster. And on this side it has your Pioneer4 again onto here, Pioneer4You onto here. On this side here it has your logo. It says it's the IPV400 IPV Vaping Technology Company, and it has their phone number, their fax, their website, and their address. Caution, this is not a toy. Please use these products responsible. The mod is intended for use only by persons over the age of 18, made in China. So let's open this up here and take a look at what comes inside. And here's your user manual. It's like 6 pages long, but it's a pretty well illustrated breakdown of all the different things that this does come with. It tells you that it comes with the IPV400 device, the micro USB cable, one user manual, and the gift box that you see that comes in. And then it tells you the different specifications here, which we'll go over as we go through it. And it says it has direct charging. We'll go over that also. Temp control, SX Pure. So has that. It comes loaded with stainless steel 304. Again, we'll go over all of this here. These are just some of the main features. Here's the operating. It tells you about the fire button, the plus and minus, what your screen does, how to operate in joules. We'll go over all of that. And like I said, it's pretty well illustrated to unlock and unlock the mod, the warranty, a little bit of tips onto it and whatnot. And then again, there's all that. So let's get that. Take a look at that in a minute. Let's put this here and see what else comes in the box. What's in the box? Sounds like something in the box. What do you think is in the box? Let's find out what's inside the box. And just the USB cable. Nothing else. We got all excited for nothing. So let's put this all back here. And let's just get this right out of the way. Alright, so let's take a look at the mod here. This is their latest technology that they have come out with here from all their different lines. You've seen the IPV1, the IPV2, the 3, the LI, the 4, the 5. This is similar to the colors of it. It reminds me of the IPV5 with the black and the silver like that. They say this is an aluminum alloy on the body, and this feels like plastic here, but this says it's an aluminum alloy. Here's your fire button, very clicky. Your up and down button, very smooth, no rattle. It's got your USB port here, It's got your 510 right dead center in the middle there. I like that. We'll go over that. This has got a high, very high 510 button onto it. On the bottom here is where your battery goes. You see the Pioneer4You logo. You slide this forward, open it up, and then you can drop your batteries in. Tells you which way that they gotta go, and it does have a serial number right inside the door there. The door is kind of wobbly here, but you kind of need it because certain batteries are a little bit bigger, so it has to have it. But it's also, this is where their venting is. You don't see where anywhere else onto here, but it does here. I've blown into it, and you can hear the air going through. These contours are in here. This is ideal if you're a right-handed person. When I'm using it, I use it like this here in this hand, like this. But when I have it in my left hand, this is more comfortable. It just fits. I love the contour of this here. Let's go over some more of this here from top to bottom. It's 88 millimeters from front to back. It's going to be 41.5 millimeters, and it's 28 millimeters going across this way here. This does have a 510 spring-loaded 510, which is a very high 510, which we'll go over when we put an atomizer on. But this is a spring-loaded 510, very, very nice, but very, very tall. It does, like it says, it says it's a magnetic door. I don't see it being a magnetic. It kind of catches into and locks from here onto here, and when you lock it in, it just snaps right in. This does have a OLED screen. Again, like I said, it does come in black, purple, and blue. This is a 200 watt. It has an output power of 10 watts to 200 watts. Output joules from 10 joules to 120 joules. Your standard resistance, this will fire down from all the way down to 0.15 all the way up to 3 ohms. Your joule mode resistance down to 0.05 ohm up to 1.5 ohm. This will also support the SX Pure heating elements with resistances of 0.04 all the way up to 0.06 ohms. Your output voltage 1 volt to 7 volts, input 6.4 to 9 volt. Current voltage 1 amp to 45 amp. Input current 1.3 amp to 45 amp. This has the latest Yeehee chip switch into it, which is a SX330 chip. I think it's a F4. We can go over all of that. It'll tell you on there. I'll show you how to get into there. This will do different temperature controls. This will support titanium, nickel, stainless 304, and this will do 316L, but it doesn't come loaded. It does have the TCR where you can adjust it into there, and I'll show you how to go into that also. You can adjust your TCR values from 0.00050, that's its lowest, all the way up to 0.00700. Your temperature control on your for your temperatures, it'll go from 100 to 300 Celsius to 212 to 572 Fahrenheit. This has got a low voltage protection, low resistance protection, high input voltage warning, short circuit operation, reverse battery protection. This does require 2 high amp batteries. It does not come with it, but I would recommend a 25R or very, very solid batteries into this here. What else can I tell you about it here? I don't know. Let's throw some batteries into this, and we'll go from there. So let's put that down. We're gonna throw in these batteries here I got in that I've been testing, and these are ENOC, and if you look on there, it says it's a 3100 mAh 40 amp. I'm not thinking that it's 40 amp. I have not found a 40 amp 18650. It is a high drain. These are better than my 20Rs and my 25Rs, but they're definitely not 40 amp. I would say maybe 25 amp, 26 amp, 27. They're a little bit more, and they do hold a little bit more power to them versus like my 25Rs or my 20Rs. So they are better than that, but they're still, I don't believe that they are 40 amp. So let's throw these batteries in, and then we'll go through here. But see how wonky that battery door is? It's kind of wobbly, but I believe it's made for that only because you have to have the room, because if I put my VCT4s into here, they drop right in like they're supposed to. These here have a little bit fatter wrap onto them. So, but you see on the door here it says negative and positive, so you want to put your negative in and your positive here. And you want to push down and lock it in, and now it's on there and it's very secure. Turn it on, it's 5 clicks on, and then it says your Pioneer4You, and it says IPV400. I'm sorry about the camera, I can't get this in for whatever reason. Must have something on my lens or something, but it will not clean off, so I do apologize for that. But anyway, sorry to take you away. So 5 clicks on to turn it on. Now to go through this menu onto this, if you were just to hit this here, it's going to show you that it's at 79.9 watts. It shows you your wattage, your voltage, your ohms, and your battery. This screen is very similar to the IPV400 for size-wise. If you look at it, if you look at the size of this one here, you hit it. See how the size of that? It's basically the same exact screen as what's on the IPV400. Identical screen. So if you're familiar with that screen, you're going to be familiar with this screen here. So, but to get into the menu onto this here, you would click on your fire button 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now it's going to show you can flash through all your different menus. Here it shows you your power mode. You can hit your up or down. That would bring you into your joule mode. Hit it again, it'll bring you back to your power mode. To get into your joule mode, you will hit that and it says joules. And then you can go into your unit of either Fahrenheit or Celsius. I'll go back into Fahrenheit. And then it has your temperature. This will go, like we said here, this will go all the way up, down to 212 Fahrenheit, all the way up to 572 Fahrenheit. You can go back into here and click onto it. When you get to your coil TCR, that is where you would hit your fire button and it'll bring you in. You see I'm already at TCR 0.00092. That is set up for 316L, and that is, I've already been using it onto the 316L. I have used it on the 304 when I was using the crown coils. It fired decent, but when I made an atomizer, which I don't have here now with me, I was running some 316L onto it, and that's how I set it up for that there. So let's get back into here now. When you're into your joules, you can adjust your joules because you're into joules, and this will go into 0.1 joules. So you go all the way down to 10 joules and all the way I'll show you how to use all those. This will go all the way up to 120 joules. Now to get back into your power mode, if you want to change this back over to your power mode, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can get into your joule mode. That'll bring you into your power mode. You hit your there, it tells you your version. You hit there, it tells you that it's the Yeehy SX330, and I believe this is the 330F4 for version 4, I believe it is. And then exit on, you would just hit that and it'll bring you back into here. So let's throw an atomizer onto here, and I want to show you something really cool. I had mentioned earlier that this has got a tall 510. I'm going to put this TFV4 onto it, and I want you to see that gap? It's telling you no. That's firing right there. But this, see that gap that's on there? Well, you can still crank that down, no problem. It's not even no stress onto it to crank it down. But that's how high that 510 sticks up. So you're going to have a good throw of when you're putting an atomizer on there for that. Again, this will go all the way up to, it'll go all the way down. When you're going below 100, it's in the 0.1 watts. And this will go all the way down to 10 watts. And when this goes up, Once you get up over 100, it goes in 1 watt increments. And that's where we hit the 100, and now it starts going to, and then you can see it goes all the way up to 200. So let's bring this back down. Usually run that right around 80, but we'll keep it at 81. This I recommend even when you're in power mode, or definitely when you're in temperature control, always lock your ohms. To do that, you would press your plus and your minus together, and it locked in your ohms right there at 0.21, and now it shows at 0.21 onto there. Now to lock the device so you don't change or have it fire off, you would hold your up and your power button together, and it tells you locked. When this is locked in that position, this will not even fire. It tells you please unlock. So to unlock it, you have to do the same thing, press up and the fire together, and it tells you unlock. And now you can go through and change wherever you want to change. What else is there? I think that was it for. I think that was it for all the little button uses. Again, like I said, when I fire this here, when it's in this hand, it fits nice here. When I have it in this hand, it's just comfortable no matter which hand you use it in. You don't have to feel funny by using it for your first finger or the thumb finger on either hand. And with this here, it has your nice contour, so if this is against your hand, it's gonna give you venting because it does have these spaces. And if you have it the other way, it just wraps right around your knuckles or the inner part of your palm. So it's just a comfortable mod altogether. This does have a USB port onto it. I couldn't find anywhere in the book if there was any kind of USB upgrade onto it. And another thing is, I put it on charge because it does say direct charge onto there, and it didn't seem to really work all that well. But when you put the batteries in, the way they're easily to replace, just put them in a regular charger. I would recommend that. Anyways, what else can I tell you about this here? There was a couple other things I thought I may have missed. I think that's about it, though. We went over all the controls. We went over all the chips. All right, let me take a rip on it. Let's take it back up on top, and I'll tell you my pros and cons. So hold on 1 minute. Alright, so welcome back up on top. We took a look at the IPV400 200 watt temperature control box mod that I got in from healthcabin.net. Thank you for sending this over to me, and thank you to Pioneer4You for sending this over to them to send to me. Thank you very much. Thank you, James. And like I told you at the beginning there, on their website, I think it's $62.50 for this on there. It's on pre-order, but if you use TOM10, just like it says right there, you'll get 10% off your entire order. So definitely go check it out. I'll leave the links down below directly for it. Let's take a look at the pros and the cons here on this device. The pros, I love the form factor. I mean, no matter how you put it in your hand, it's comfortable. I mean, if you want to have it this way and thumb fire, it's comfortable. If you want to turn it around and use your first finger, it's comfortable. If you want to put it in your right hand, same thing. It's just a very, very comfortable mod. Second thing is the position of the 510. I like it right there directly in the middle, especially with this big lunkin tank onto there. That just looks freaking sweet altogether onto it. It's like a match made in heaven, in my opinion. I love just the looks of that all together onto it. So that's another pro. It feels solid. I mean, it really does. I mean, I've heard some people say it feels plasticky. The plastic, I believe, is just the black. The rest of it is a zinc alloy. So it's not going to be super heavy with the batteries into it. It's got some weight to it. It's going to be comparable for weight-wise to like an IPV400. And, I mean, shape size, the IPV400, of course, is going to be wider, but it's a little bit shorter, the same width going this way. But if you were to put it up against, say, the cuboid, they're pretty similar all the way around, actually. I mean, one's round and one's square, but they're pretty much the same size, same height, everything. And they're about the same weight also, so that's not bad there. no battery rattle whatsoever. Battery life onto this. This is going to be a kind of a pro and a con. When I took this here, when I'm using these ENIC batteries into it, I'm getting about 4.5 hours out of this here, and I'm running this right at 80 watts. And like I said, and that doesn't sound like a lot, but like I've said in other reviews, I'm fortunate. Where I work, I walk around with this in my hand. It's like if I'm home or if I'm at an event and I'm vaping all day long, I'm allowed to vape. So for me to get 4.5 hours, I think it's a very good battery life. But again, it's, you know, the batteries that are in there are each 3,100 miles. So your 25 hours, I got roughly 3.5, 4 hours out of those. So, I mean, it was, you know, they're very comparable onto it. So, like I said, that could be a pro or a con. The menu is relatively easy to go through. You know, you got those little buttons there. And if you're, like I said, and if you're familiar with the IPV400, the screen is identical to it. I mean, same size and everything. So, some of the cons. The battery door, that is kind of wonky. But it does its purpose because you want to be able to have that. Like when I got these ENICs into there, they're a little bit heavier, thicker on the wrap and everything. So, and I think they're just a hair longer than a 25R or maybe even a VTC. But then the door actually has to go up and over that, and then once it locks in, you don't get no movement whatsoever. So the battery door, it doesn't bother me. I don't think it's really going to be an issue for me down the line. It's just like I said, some people, they see it moving around, and you know, but I think it's designed for that way for different types of batteries. Again, this could be like a con, but it also could be a pro. The battery life, again, like I said, you know, to me, I think it's good. Some people might not think it's so good. The screen is kind of small. It's like I said, it's like the IPV400, and it also does the same thing. If you were familiar with the IPV400, when you would fire it, you could see your battery life just drop right down. And I know the IPV5, they had fixed it, and IPV3, they had fixed it, but they have that same thing here where you squeeze that, and let's see if the camera will pick it up. I wish it would. But you can watch that. You can watch the battery life just drop down, then it balances right back out. But it's like real-time battery drop. It's really cool. In a way, other people might say, not so good. But overall, for the $62, if I was to go somewhere and somebody stole this from me, would I go out and get another one? Yeah, definitely. $62.50 for pre-sale. I know there's other places that have it, other places, but $62.50, I think it was. It's not bad. And then again, like I said, if you use code TOM10, just like that right there, you'll get yourself another 10% off. So, and they do offer free shipping, I believe, over on all orders over $25. So you're going to get free shipping, 10% off. So now that 65 is going to be down to about 58 bucks, and then you're going to get free shipping. It's a sweet deal. Definitely go check it out. Again, where I got this from was healthcabin.net, www.healthcabin.net. Their link will be down below. And thank you, James, and thank you, Pioneer4You, for sending this over for review. That's going to do it for tonight, folks. So until the next time, keep vaping.